there needs to be certain standardization and specifications that we would want to come up with and work with our close partners and create an ecosystem for standardized software development. So, that was the whole intent of standardizing system software for automotive across the non-differentiating layers of software. So that is all SOAFEE about. We got to go think about, okay, how do we enable a lot more cloud development and standardization in cloud for software development, right? Now, when we thought about that, we thought about, okay, we got to enable virtual prototyping. So we got to enable how SOAFEE can be enabled, or ideas of SOAFEE can be enabled on virtual prototyping in the cloud, and ARM developed and released the virtual prototypes for foundational IPs and technologies, and EVOL layer, the firmware layer, was enabled on top of that together with key partners in the SOAFEE community, and now the whole SOAFEE community is benefiting from that entire virtual platform and the standardization efforts that has been going on for the last 4 years. So the AI defined vehicle, we are just in the beginning of this whole era. The next 15-20 years, we don't know where this is going to go, because it's just newer use cases are being enabled, new complexities are being introduced, and so on and so forth. See, end of the day, if you are an OEM, you would want as much software reuse from one platform to another, okay? You don't want to basically say, oh, I'm going to go redo my entire stack. It's a lot of total cost of ownership problem, right? So, as you know, 94% of the global OEMs use ARM compute technology in one way or form in their car, okay? So what that essentially means is ARM is a pervasive compute architecture in the car. So it's very important for us to ensure that standardization is absolutely forefront of our strategy. Again, I'm talking about SOAFEE. At the same time, working along with ARM is super critical, right? Now, in addition to just enabling a standardization across the most pervasive compute platform for automotive, it's also important to take advantage and benefits of the core ARM technology. Another key aspect is ARM announced, we announced the whole idea of compute subsystems last year, and we will basically be going in that direction of compute subsystem. A compute subsystem is a pre-verified RTL of primary compute and safety island and security and all of that stuff put together. Now, again, imagine a world where virtual prototype of this virtual platform is created ahead of silicon becoming available, and the entire SOAFEE community being able to take leverage, make use of that virtual platform way ahead of the silicon. So now you have, not just the RTL IP, but it's also the virtual prototype of that compute subsystem, and also the whole SOAFEE, standardized software stack built by our partners and SOAFEE members that can then sort of be deployed way ahead of silicon availability or the platform availability. So that's the advantage. So you get access to technologies, cutting edge technologies, bumper to bumper, and also you get access to those way sooner than actual silicon availability. Yes, AI is enabling wonderful applications. At the same time, we will also have to make sure that the standard, we solve those complexities in a standard way. Hence, all the work that we're doing in SOAFEE, all the work that we're doing in other bodies is going to be continuing to be important and relevant. I am very certain that the car of 2035 is not going to be anywhere similar from a technology standpoint and experience standpoint on where we are today or where we were a few years ago. So, in order to enable that technology, for a body like SOAFEE, it's super exciting, right? We have a pretty strong body, a very active body, enabling blueprints and technologies across all aspects of the technology stack, and we are absolutely at the right time, at the right place to take advantage of all that work that we've put in as a community and enable the newer AI applications that gets enabled in the car, right? So that's what I'm super excited about. I think we can change the world, change the automotive world for the good in the next few years.